It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and our focus is on Amari Cooper. He was terrific last week, racking up the receiving yards and reaching the end zone. It's the Browns and the Steelers on Monday Night Prime Time.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like two losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And the Cleveland offense ready to go to work behind the 3-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his second season now as a Brown, number 7 overall.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Now the NFL's third leading rusher last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down, Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. The Browns are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra
He's got a man, complete. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Steelers offense set for their first possession here, and it's Kenny Pickett who will lead the way, the second-year man, Charles, from Pitt.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
1st and 10. Here's Pickett. Quick completion here to Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Pickett back to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Browns, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
George Pickens, his intended receiver there. 3rd down here. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. So on 4th down, the Steelers going to bring in Braden Mann to punt. Jakeem Grant deep for Cleveland. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 25, here's 2nd and a couple. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Chubb will get the call running left. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. Pretty good, as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
2nd down and 6 now. To throw is Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play that time for Cleveland. 58 yards. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here. And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink? Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett on the move to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Now the third-year man, Najee Harris. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
Well, partners, the first quarter, too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Pickett. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
That is caught, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 13 carries, 55 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
Now Pickett, he's got this to his running back, Harris. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Pickett. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Browns 5-yard line.
Back to throw, Pickett. scrimmage, back at the 6. This will wind up a loss on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. Here's Pickett. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Allen Robinson from 6 yards away. And the Steelers are back within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they in nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, he rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at the these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd down, here's Pickett. He's got this to Pickens. And that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Illegal fourth down. Offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Injuries cost Watt 7 games last year, yet he still had 5.5 sacks, made his 5th Pro Bowl, and remains on a Hall of Fame pace. 77.5 career sacks, the 3rd most ever in a player's first 6 seasons.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. It'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At the 45. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Looking to throw, Pickett. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy 2 on the play. Pickett will look to throw it here. That's complete to Robinson. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Pickett right back to the air again. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those, but third down coming up.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the gun, here's Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now Nick Chubb and the Browns get set for their next possession. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. No gain on the screen there at second down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a 2nd and 10. Watson. Complete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Watson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the Falcons who were able to pick up the victory at home. Desmond Ridder, 2 touchdown passes as his guys make amends for the setback in Week 1. From there, we're out to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. Saquon Barkley, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Jalen Hurts, a touchdown pass in the victory. We saw a solid first half from the second-year man at quarterback, Kenny Pickett.
He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission. These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They were losers last time out to the 49ers, but right now they're on the right side of the scoreboard as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Pickett. Complete. It's Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Pickens going in motion left. Now they fake the jet sweep there, and a run instead with Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Was it Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground?
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
Pickett back to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. And now off to the races down the right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Pickett. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. T.J. Watt, his second sack of the night. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team that had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and it is locked.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. But Pickett finding Johnson there. 1st down, Steelers.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Dialing up another pass here, Pickett. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Returnable for Grant. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. It's another one that keeps them moving forward.
Out of the gun, Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Back to throw, Pickett. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Pickett now from near his own goal line. And this is going to be incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. And Chubb will try the middle here. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Faking the give. Now Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Nick Herbig brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. 3rd and long. It's Watson. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. And this one too low.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Pickett. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Pass taken in by his big tight end. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 44 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out, or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Try him with Pickett here on 3rd down. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Now, hang on here. Not what you want to see because Dalvin Cook injured, at least for the moment, and in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. The York on now for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Pickett. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And these guys certainly not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw, Pickett. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll line up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Pickett now on 1st down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. He's got it. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth from 6 yards away. And the Steelers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. This is Jakeem Grant. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Buying time to his left. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They hand this off to Harris. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Pickett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Steelers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They run again on first down. Cook. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, Cook. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down, Watson. Setting up the screen for Cook. Finding room in midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Here's Watson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
On second down, here's Watson. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take